What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Wealth Not Wait. I am your host, as always, Joseph Coizza. On today's episode of Investment Gym, we're going to be changing it up yet once again, and this time we're going to be reviewing health commercials. Commercials of things that want us to use their health products, use their health services, businesses, whatever it may be, and just seeing, is it enticing? Is it talk about the brand? Is it something that I would want to go out and purchase? Is it a draw-in, something that I would want to go and use? Am I the target consumer? What is the goal of the commercial, and do they fulfill it overall? And this kind of just gets you to look out for things and see, oh, when I see this kind of health product, or I see something advertised, or I see somebody talking about something, what do I look for, and what do I use to know that's a good product for me? And then you guys can use that towards your own judgment and just kind of figure out better what good products are for you. If you see something for a new protein powder and you kind of look at it and you go, the commercial doesn't look too good, and it doesn't have these key points that I'm looking for, maybe I'll skip this one. Or, oh, hey, this commercial has this thing that talks about the type of protein. I'm looking for specifically a whey protein or something that talks about that, and I'm somebody who likes all natural products, and it brings up something about all natural products, and it talks about that in it, then that's maybe something I'll go for. And then you could better judge on the products you purchase and just overall the companies and consumers that the companies that want you to be a consumer that you use. So the first one is going to be a commercial from Whole Foods. Now, I personally never shopped at Whole Foods. I know they're owned by Amazon. I know they're supposed to be like, the artsy fartsy nice, kind of like almost like an Earth Fare but better, kind of like all natural homegrown type place. And I hear it's supposed to be good, but we're gonna watch the commercial and see that if I was in the neighborhood of a Whole Foods, would I go shop there?
At Whole Foods Market, we believe in food that's naturally beautiful and fresh.
So as you guys can see, that one was very professionally made. I don't know if this was before or after the Amazon merger, but regardless, they probably had some money to put towards it, and they did really well with some marketing professionals. And just kind of showing it down, some of the notes that I took on it, it was, overall a good quality commercial. It didn't feel like it was just somebody with a shaky camera kind of like recording it the whole time. It was, professionally done, and they had a lot of good shots of what looked like delicious food. Now, whether that was purchased from their store or not, it showed good, natural-looking, bright colors, very full, like some vegetables you buy from stores and they're kind of soggy and weird-looking. Those look like bright, vibrant, solid vegetables. It's like when you bite into them, you're gonna get the crunch. You're gonna get a good amount of flavor from them. Anything that they were cooking, the salmon looked good. All the food, the seasonings they looked, it all looked very good. It showed people happy. It showed people healthy. It showed people having a good time. It got their message across to the type of consumer they're looking for. They put them in that commercial. They want happy, healthy people to come and shop at their store for natural, good foods, and that's what they put in their commercial, and did a very good job at it. Now, being somebody, again, a price point for me would be a big thing, but if I was in the neighborhood of a Whole Foods, I probably would go shop there based on that. So it was overall, I just, you kind of got the message. It was, this is a healthy food place. This is for people who value their health and want to just live good, happy, healthy lives. And they did that very well, and they showed, their food. I imagine they showed some of the shots of the store. There was more like outside living and stuff, but we did see some shots of the store at least. And overall, I would say this would be a gain. If I was in the neighborhood of a Whole Foods, I would probably shop there, or at least try it once, if not for the kind of online meme of it. But overall, the commercial, if I seen that and I didn't know anything about it, I'd be like, oh, that looks really cool. Being someone who's interested in health, I'm gonna take this off. Someone who's interested in health, it was done very, very well and very, very professionally, and that would be something that I would try, at least go out and try out. The next one's going to be from, I think it's a local store. I don't believe it's anywhere around me. I think it's somewhere else, but I had to find the commercial online. I'll probably talk about it if I can find out where it's from, but the Healthy Living Market.
I'm Michael Benoit, lead buyer at Healthy Living Market and Cafe. Healthy Living is the hub for local.
Now, as you guys can see, the Healthy Living Market was a very homemade kind of video. It got the point across that they're a very local, very homemade kind of place. And secondarily, that they are a local business supporting other local people, local producers, other local businesses, other local food markets, a whole variety of things that their whole point is being local. Great, very well done, especially for a small business. Showed the in-shot of the store, showed the good food, showed people happy, talked about supporting local business. I love the message of it. However, at the end, then it's just like healthy living food. It's just like, okay, well, I mean, you're kind of giving us two different messages now. Like, I understand it's a healthy food place, and I understand there's your name and all that, but it's just like healthy food. There's no driving home. And also in it, they didn't talk about how local is healthier for you. They talked about, oh, it's naturally better and it's always tastes better. You made some claims about local, which again, I mean, always tastes better may not be the case, but they put in something about why you should shop local, which is good. but they didn't relate that to that overall message about it being a healthier food store. Now, if I seen that just being a general consumer, I probably would go in there and look, oh, should, shop local, especially with my values, healthy food, shopping local. That's something I would try out. Again, price point, varying. But I feel that they could do a better job talking more about the healthy part of it. It's like, being grown locally means less transportation time, less time not on your plate. It's healthier because it's fresher. Fresher food means healthier. Give something about that. Local nutrients means no preservatives, meaning healthier. Give a little bit of a give and a take, something towards it to show me as a consumer that, okay, well, I like shopping local. That's good, but why is local better for me and my health? Especially being a healthy food store, you have to make that connection. You just can't assume that your consumer is going to make that connection. It's not, like a movie where, people are going to try and put things together. You're just watching a 10-second commercial, 30-second commercial. You need to make that connection. But again, I would count this one as a huge gain. This would be one that I would at least try out. I don't know anything about their products, but this is something that I enjoy. And that being a consumer in a local area, I would probably go and try out. The important thing about these health food commercials and what kind of why I'm talking about is so then you as a consumer can be more educated on it. People go, this is what I want to show to the consumers, and you have to kind of make those connections and see what brands of value to you. And I'm kind of breaking that down to show them, especially when you're going out and shopping somewhere, the things you should be looking for that connect with your values. I know shop locally, healthy food, good price point. No one's really talked about the price point, but again, I understand why. Being little local shops or health food places, $2 for pears isn't going to really be the thing that's in your commercial. It's going to be about the store, their message overall, and stuff like that. So being then a consumer, what you can look out for a lot of those commercials is, does it meet your values? Does it talk about the things that you find important? Are you represented in the commercial? Not necessarily maybe like you specifically or your type of demographic, but the person that you are and the things that you value that they're trying to sell towards. Is that represented in an outdoor commercial? If you're looking for hiking boots and they're talking about outdoor products and they're showing everybody outside and people going hiking, people whitewater rafting or something along that, you're like, these are people who fit this lifestyle. This is something that they cater towards. I feel that they would understand me better versus then just showing a store and they're just like in the store the whole time and they're like, yeah, cool, we got bow and arrows and we got these great hiking boots, and you can kind of see they're brown and they're not, and then you're just like, this isn't, okay, you're telling me about the product, you're telling me about the store, but you're not getting the point across that I am the goal consumer here. So just kind of keep a eye on that and see what brands match your message. Like, you're an athletic person, Nike's probably going to be more your thing. If you're more like a fashion kind of, I just walk around normally, but I want something comfortable and cool looking, then maybe a more luxury brand would be your kind of thing. It depends, and you have to find where you fit within the lifestyle. And then in commercials, you have to look out for stuff like that as well. So the next one is going to be the Epic Protein Powder. Now, as you've seen the Epic Protein Powder, I don't know if this is an actual product or not, or if this is just B-roll, or it says Z Nutrition. Z Nutrition, and it didn't really tell me anything about the product. It just showed like a 3D kind of looking rendering, or maybe like cinematography type rendering of the product. Like, okay, I'd see that on the shelf, but it told me nothing about the product until at the end. 30 grams of protein. Oh, okay, cool. And it's a very basic thing. Most things have like 30 grams of protein. So you showed me no significance of why your product's different. You didn't show me any of your values. As a consumer, if I'm looking for a new protein powder and I just want to try new protein powders, then maybe that would entice me because you let me know that you're there. But just being somebody who's a casual consumer, I'm not really going to look out for something like that. That's kind of, if I were to see that on a commercial, I would see that in an ad in a YouTube video. It'd be kind of one of those brands you clown on, one of those things that's just like, oh yeah, they wear Skechers that's like a dad shoe. Skechers are comfortable, but people, they associate with that. Z Protein would be like the, oh look at me, the peacocking, the show, but no go kind of thing. And it didn't tell me anything about the product. I have no interest in trying it. It looked like, just, generic kind of cinematography. Everything looked the same. It didn't even, other than saying strawberry on the side of it, it didn't look any different. The guy on the cover of it wasn't any different. It just looked kind of stupid and dumb. And again, I don't know if this is like a mock-up. I don't know if this is a genuine commercial, but when I was looking for genuine commercials, this is what popped up for it. And I tried to like kind of vet it through and look for the company. But just in general, even if this is a mock-up, maybe that would be a good B-roll to have in it, but that shouldn't be your whole commercial. And yeah, that wouldn't be a great idea for it.
Gonna kind of jump in here for a second. It is actually not a real product, like I said before. It's nothing more than just some B-roll ad, and it's made. I guess the guy made it, or the comedian company made it for it to be B-roll. However, I do see some protein companies do stuff like this, or a lot of other ads and cinematography type things will just do this, and it's like, oh, look how cool I am. So I think the point still stands that if you are going to do something like that, that can be a cool aspect of it. However, many people will put in a show and no-go type of thing and just be like, wow, look how cool my product is, when it doesn't relate to the consumer or show you any facts. So as consumers, you got to be on the lookout for that. If you just, I mean, if it blows your mind away and you're like, awesome, but if it doesn't have the core values or the things that you want, it's probably not the best thing to do.
Last but not least, it's going to be pure protein.
I eat to run, to sleep, to wake, to eat, to spar, to sleep, to wake, to drink, to spin, to sweat.
As you can see, it was exciting, it was adventurous. The rhythm was a little off. I do this and then I sleep and then I go back to sleeping and then I eat again, and it's just kind of like, oh, all over the place. But I think they could do something to rework that. But what I really like about it is it shows an active lifestyle. An active lifestyle would be something that somebody who's like, oh, I'm on the go. I like to move. I'm, training. I'm out. Especially for the younger person, it showed, how this guy and this girl seemed to like each other, and they kind of fell in love, or they were going on dates or whatever it may have you. And it showed just like an active lifestyle for a younger person. So a younger person with an active lifestyle may be more inclined to do that. Now again, if they fix their rhythming and the way they kind of said the message of it, then I sleep and then I wake up and then I sleep again and then I eat and then I drink, and then if they would have kind of like organize that in a less kind of confusing, like all over the place kind of manner, I think they'd have a really great commercial for it. And me as a consumer, I see, hey, this is a guy who's active, who's like on the go. This is his mission. That gets me enticed to be like, wow, that's, I feel like that. That's the kind of way I feel. If this product's made for someone like that, then maybe I should try it. Pure protein shakes, pure protein bars, whatever it is. And it showed, which I really like, a wide swath of their products, especially being a consumer. I'm on the lookout for different products. If someone makes a really good protein snack, maybe they'll make a really good protein shake. If they make a really good protein shake and snack, maybe they make a really good protein bar. I'm more inclined to trust a brand if I like another particular item for it, and then you also, hey, we have other things. It's like saying going to Kia to buy an SUV. Well, when you're more inclined than to buy a car, you'll be like, well, hey, I really like Kias. I've been to a Kia dealership before, and they were really great for me. Let me see, maybe they have a really nice car that I like. Something along those lines. And that may not always be the case, but if you're comfortable with a brand, if you bought a Nike shoe, you used a Nike shoe, and then now your Nike shoe is ruined and you had a good experience with it, and you say, hey, they had a really good running shoe, I need a hiking shoe. Maybe Nike has really good hiking shoes. And you go out and you go, oh yeah, wow, no, look, Nate, I heard Nike has really good hiking shoes. Holy crap, look, I do that. Oh, I like the brand, so maybe I'll get these Nike shoes over than another brand. So that's what I really like for that commercial. They got to it. They did a great job with the message. At the end, though, it's just like getting low in sugar. And it's just like, okay, you didn't really need to add that. It was more like, if you were to put something for like an active lifestyle, something along those lines. And related to me as a consumer, that shows that more about what I am. And that's really what I'm looking for. The commercials is like, do you represent the values that I have? Is this a product that I would like? Are you good at giving me those values? And making me want to try the product. Again, at Investment Gym, is this something I would invest my money and or time into to see if that's something that makes me better? If I feel off the cuff, if you're giving me a bad kind of taste in my mouth from the commercial, the thing that's supposed to bring me in, then I'm likely not going to try your product. And then as consumers, you guys need to look out for things that you do like and that you don't like, and you could better kind of like dissect your commercials or the things you see, your ads, especially when you're bombarded with it constantly. You're just like, hey, I see a lot of people say, oh, I see all these ads for this one and that one and this. Have you tried this? Is this any good? It's great to get other opinions and talk to people, which I think is a really good idea. But then you can have a better understanding for yourself, just like, hey, it didn't talk about anything that I like. It didn't seem like it represented me in any situation. I'm an active lifestyle person that talked about people who like to play video games all day. You're not saying that they aren't active, but that's traditionally just two separate hobbies, two separate ways of life. It's just like, oh, people would talk about being a gamer and, energy for gaming and this and that. It's like, oh, cool, but that doesn't show me in my hiking. So as a consumer, you could be on the better lookout for it. And just overall, these companies and see. I mean, so some of these I never heard of. Some of these obviously I have heard of. And important things to be on the lookout for, just in general for commercials, and some commercials that show those examples are both good and bad, on how to connect with you as a consumer, and then ways to look for brands trying to connect with you and see if they had the values for the products that you're looking for if you want to invest your time and money into hopefully getting a better life out of those products. Hope you guys like this episode. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and let me know what are some health food or kind of general health commercials or anything like that that you've seen that you either really liked or really didn't like, and maybe talk about why you didn't like them or that you did like them. I'll see you all next time.